a guy that's been to the top.
Oh.
Huge connection by Whittaker. Follows up with a jab now.
Head kick sits him down for a second.
Oh! Oh, it's over! Oh my God! First round knockout! Wow! He made that look insanely easy. What's good, man? I'm back. And this is by far one of the best days ever, man. You know, I just made my last video. I was saying like it's one of the worst videos to be a MMA fan for me specifically, but like, man, today was good, man. Today was good. First fight of the night, Chanko Lee versus Long Zhao. I pronounce that name, but this fight was mainly fought in a clinch. But bro, I remember in the second round, Lee was throwing like so many damn knees, bro. Like you would think this was like Rich Franklin versus Anderson Silva or some shit, man. Like the amount of knees he was throwing in the clinch were insane. And then, of course, that caused Long to gas out. And of course, you know, Lee gets the win, but somehow by split decision. I didn't really see a split there. I think Lee had 29-28, but yeah. And we're not gonna really talk about this fight here. This was kind of boring. You know, I didn't really care about this fight. But there's this one dude on Twitter. His name's like Kenny Okoye or something like that. He said some decent kickboxer has good wrestling. He could beat Alex Pereira. And I'm thinking, bro, if this dude, Brinson Ribeiro, that got knocked out his last fight a couple months ago, if I can recall, if that dude can have a 10-8 round off of him, it could knock him down with leg kicks. Imagine what Alex Pereira do. Come on now, man. Like, thinking the same bullshit now. I think I want to skip this fight as well. I really much to talk about in this fight. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about in this fight right here. Next, you got Renat Fakadinov versus Nicholas Dalby. And I'll tell you this right now, dude. Nicholas Dalby won this fight easily. He only lost the first round. He only had lost the first round. But it's like the judges tonight were giving it to like many of the fan favorites are. They're robbing some of the non-Muslim fighters. I'm not trying to sit there and sound offensive, but they kind of were. You can't deny that. They were. And Nicholas Dalby did enough to win it. He won a second and third round. And Renat was just like all Renat was doing, he was just throwing punches and missing all of them. And it put him against the cage and getting takedowns. Like, it's crazy how the UFC will sit there and say like damage controls everything, but then give a fight like that to Renat, you know, it doesn't make sense. Because he didn't do any damage. He didn't do anything with his takedowns. It's just control time. I mean, come on now. And next we got Felipe Lima versus Muhammad Naimov. And boy, I am happy to see this dude Naimov lose a fight, man. Because I was so mad at the way he was sitting there cheating against Nathaniel Wood, who was also on a really good win streak. It was going like basically have like a little bit of career resurgence in the UFC. And see him be cheating against like that against Nathaniel Wood like that, I was just all mad and everything. Like he was basically having like his first two fights in the UFC were basically flukes. That's what I'm trying to say. And then for Lima to go in there and submit it was probably the most satisfying moment of the entire fight card, except for the main event. But yeah, the next we got Nasser Haqparast versus Jared Gordon, and Jared Gordon got robbed again. You gotta feel bad for Jared Gordon because that's 2 Robbie losses and a no contest where he got knocked out, which by a headbutt. That's 2 Robbie losses and 1 bad no contest in the past 2 years. You gotta feel bad for him, man. Jesus. But yeah, I think Jared Gordon did enough to win rounds 2 and 3. Haqparast again, he was getting touched up in the last 2 rounds. I mean, come on now, man. It was obvious the favoritism they were showing in this fight card when it came to the judging, you know. So, obviously got Volkan Ozdemir versus Johnny Walker, and man, Johnny Walker, bro, you gotta go, man, because that knockout was insane. Because first he got dropped early on, but he got back up, was able to recover. Then he got dropped again, which like, if y'all saw, let me think of a knockout where someone got folded. Well, the UFC already posted the full clip anyway, so I'm not going to explain it. But he got dropped and got folded a little bit. But he landed an uppercut that made Johnny like stiffen up like a board, bro. And it was like one of them like Looney Tunes knockouts. Like It's crazy how John Walker. It's like literally either he memes someone or he gets memed himself. Like man, except when he gets knocked out, it's like 10 times worse than how he knocks someone out. Crazy, right? And FC got Sean McMahon versus Antonio Tricoli, aka Mackenzie Dern's husband, whatever. But Shaw, he was looking okay. Like I don't really see him being like a top 15, like a. Because I'll say this right now, dude. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype at all. He's not gonna beat anyone in the top 15. Shaw looked okay for someone that's unranked, But like for him to sit there and take 2 rounds to finish someone that was basically like a punching bag is insane to me. On top of that, he did grab the hell out of the fence too. He should have taken a point. Herzog should have taken a point for that. And it wasn't Herzog. It was Mark Goddard. In the next fight, you got Kelvin Gastelum versus Daniel Rodriguez. And bro, fuck Kelvin Gastelum, man. Even though I like Kelvin Gastelum, like bro, why would you move the fight to 185 when you know you're gonna have an advantage up at this weight class? Because Daniel Rodriguez is not 5 at 185. Like, come on now, man. On top of that, you knew you were not gonna make the weight at 170. So why don't you just tell him like weeks prior to the fight, like, you know what? Let's just make the fight at 185. So Daniel Rodriguez should have been prepared for something like this. Because now Daniel Rodriguez has lost what? 3 of his last 5? Yeah, 3 of his last 5 losses. Noah Magny, Ian Gary, now Kevin Gastelum. She lost 4 of the last 5 because of Legion and the own robbery, but yeah, whatever. But like, man, like, consider where he was like 3 years ago in his UFC career to where he is now. It's kind of sad. It really is, man. Jesus. And then you got Aliskerov Walker versus Sergey Pavlovich. And Pavlovich, man, Jesus, man. Volkov complete like Pavlovich, like to me, he looked like he looked a little bit too hesitant. Like he was scared to get knocked out again, and I kind of expect that to have like a little mentality, like fuck up his mentality a little bit coming to this fight that he got knocked out cold in like the first minute of his last fight. I feel like it would probably make him more hesitant out there. On top of that, since Volkov is like the longer fighter, Volkov has a longer reach, but Volkov can. Or Pavlovich has a longer reach, but Volkov can, set up his weapons better. He's more like better technical striker and all that. On top of it, he also has power in his hands as well, and he's faster. So, and on top of that, I don't think Pavlovich really wants to get inside the pocket as well because he thought he'd probably get caught coming in. So, Volkov wins 30-27 in my opinion. It wasn't really a bad moment in the fight for him, except for some of that third round. I actually saw they were combing his hair in the corner as well, which is kind of crazy to be like in a scary fight like this. And then you got Bobby Knuckles versus Ikram Aliskerov, and man, I am so happy that Whittaker won that fight, man, because I was so scared this entire week that Ikram might win, he might knock Bobby out, he might do this. I'm like, all them thoughts are coming to my mind. That's why I picked Ikram my second round knockout. But thank God it didn't happen. I don't give a fuck that I got my picks wrong today. I only got 5 of them wrong. That's not that bad. But yeah, thank God that Robert Whittaker won this fight, and I want to see him fight for a title next. Hopefully, or when Rodriguez Duplessis beats Izzy, Robert can fight Rodriguez in a rematch. I want him to get that belt back, because I'm pretty sure Hamza might as well retire, man. He might as well. And it's not sad, but he might as well retire. Because if they were to schedule a fight again, he's not gonna show up. I guarantee he's not. So, yeah, that's it, man. Peace out. I'm out. See y'all next week. Yeah, next week, guys. Next week. Yeah. Peace out.